Hello, I'm Eloise from It Takes a Village conference, and I'd like to introduce to you today Jennifer McQuillan. But before I do, I'd like to highlight the reasons why we asked Jennifer to present at the conference. So Jennifer has a real heart for making a difference in the early years of children, regardless whether they are neurotypical, have experienced trauma, or have special needs. In the UK, Jennifer was the head of 3 award-winning inclusive nurseries in the London area, and 3 years ago, she moved back to South Africa. Jennifer and her husband then adopted twins who experienced significant trauma early in their little lives and now works very hard to build a more inclusive society, which she does passionately through her own inclusive nursery, as well as training staff in informal settlements so that they too can understand and support the little children they work with. So Jennifer, we are so happy that you are part of this conference. Can you just please tell us a little bit more about your presentation?
Thank you so much, Eloise. Yes, I'm very excited to be a part of the presentation and speaking about something that I'm incredibly passionate about, on a personal level and also on a professional level. So with the talk, yes, I'm very excited about it. It Takes a Village conference happening in March. And I hope many parents can join us and educators as well, because we're all in this together and we need to work in partnership together. First, I think it's very important to not focus on a child having a disability, but rather a child having different abilities. I think this is something that we do need to look at. It's our role then as parents and as educators to further enhance and improve those abilities and to ensure that we are fully supporting a child in whichever area of need they have. So we'll be looking at the importance of the early years, very much so, in my talk. And here we look at intellectual development, because the most rapid brain growth and developments happen in the first years of life. These are fundamental years, and you do more learning in your first 5 years than you do the rest of your life. So it's really important that we get this right as much as possible. We'll then also look at physical development, very, very important as well, emotional development, because our emotional well-being is central to who we are and how we approach the world around us. So we need to give our children coping mechanisms, and the parents as well, we need them ourselves. And then, of course, we'll look at social development. And this is also a very, very important area to look at in early years. And then we'll look at special educational needs training and workshops, the need for that. As parents, as educators, we all need this, where parents can learn, gain information and knowledge, but also where they can network, they can share stories, they can support one another and learn from one another. And this is really, really an important part, And then we'll look at the need for early intervention. This is also really important, where you bring professionals in to help support your child. And this is, we're looking here at speech therapists, physical therapists, and other types of needs depending on the individual needs of your child. So, for example, if your child is needing extra support in mathematics at school, what do you do as a parent? You bring in a maths tutor to help your child, give them the extra support that they need, the extra encouragement, etc. Give them some practical help, some practical skills. The same thing is with the child who has a special educational need. As a parent, you bring in extra support, an expert that can help you with your child's developmental needs.
Thank you very much. We know that there are many parents who are just beginning their journey in loving and caring for their child's educational needs. And all the information you've just mentioned is going to be incredibly valuable. So thank you very much. This is going to be amazing.